Right now at 10, push for redistricting. Wisconsin Democrats are asking the state Supreme Court to throw out the current legislative maps for the 2024 election. And child care counts. Governor Evers extended the pandemic-era child care funding program for another 18 months. Plus, hearing the president's band. The president's own United States Marine Band performed in La Crosse.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us at News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken has the evening off. President Biden will visit Israel and Jordan this week to deliver a strong message of support to the key U.S. ally who has declared war against the terrorist group Hamas. In just over a week, the conflict has become the deadliest of 5 Gaza wars for both sides, with more than 4,000 deaths. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House. We want to warn you, some of the video in this report is graphic and may be disturbing to viewers.
He's coming here to do the following.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken delivered remarks from Israel, expressing solidarity and announcing President Biden will visit the Jewish state on Wednesday.
President Biden will again make clear, as he's done unequivocally since Hamas's slaughter of more than 1,400 people, including at least 30 Americans, that Israel has the right and indeed the duty to defend its people from Hamas and other terrorists and to prevent future attacks.
The Secretary of State met for hours with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his war cabinet.
President Biden will underscore our crystal clear message to any actor, state or non-state, trying to take advantage of this crisis to attack Israel. Don't.
Secretary Blinken also says the U.S. and Israel have agreed to develop a plan that will enable humanitarian aid from donor nations to reach civilians in Gaza, including the possibility of creating areas to keep civilians out of harm's way.
We are only citizens, we are not fighting, we are not doing anything, we are just living here.
Israel's military released this chilling video, which it says was found on the body of a dead Hamas militant. The video appears to show the gunmen hunt their victims inside their homes and appears to have been edited. Here in the U.S., demonstrations against the war continue. Across from the White House, protesters gathered to call for a ceasefire in Gaza. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
As of Monday night, the border with Egypt is still closed to thousands of civilians trying to flee the war zone. Also tonight, the U.S. State Department says nearly 1,000 U.S. citizens and their immediate family members have departed Israel on U.S. government chartered transport. From our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart. What's it looking like out there?
Well, we do have some fog coming in tonight. Some clear skies of actually frost advisories are even out for some areas that haven't had such a killing frost yet. Most areas have. It's kind of beyond the season that we typically do. But looking at the picture right now, you don't see much in there, but we do have cloud cover, a few little things of there, cloud of low clouds that had erode away. But overall, the big picture is going to be as we zoom, and we're going to see more of those low clouds probably develop overnight. There's higher clouds to the west, but that will impact as we go in the morning. Right now, visibility real clear is down to 1 mile. We're starting to see a little bit of that fog start to pop up. I think areas north and east of Eau Claire up to there will see the fog. Otherwise, I think La Crosse will see more of the low clouds. Right now, we do have frost advisory. Once again, a lot of areas have already saw a frost, a killing frost, but some areas have not, and that's why that's out till 7 a.m. Once again, we're kind of past the average point of where we should be. But overall, the big thing for Eau Claire will be the fog in the morning, something to keep in mind of for your morning commute. It will start to improve probably by 10 a.m. For La Crosse, a fog, but also maybe just low clouds too. Maybe not so much a visibility issue, but still we'll be dealing with that till about noon as we get up into the upper 40s and probably mid 50s by overall, but it should be fairly good as we get up. But the cat says we got some 60-degree days coming here, and I'll break that down along with the rain that's going to be coming here by Wednesday. All that a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, again, a nice nod to Global Cat Day today.
Yep.
Thank you, Greg. Democratic voters are asking the Wisconsin Supreme Court to draw new legislative boundaries. Today, Democratic voters and Governor Tony Evers told the liberal-controlled state Supreme Court that it should create new maps by March. That would force every lawmaker to be up for election under the redrawn lines in 2024. The Republican-controlled state legislature agreed that the court should take their time if they drew new maps. They say the soonest new map should be enacted is the 2026 election. Last month, the GOP-controlled Wisconsin Senate voted to fire the state's top elections official. Now, Republican lawmakers have admitted that no vote has any legal effect. Leaders of the Republican-led legislature said in court documents filed last Friday that the vote to fire Wisconsin Elections Commission Administrator Megan Wolf was, quote, symbolic. They went on to say the vote meant to signal their disapproval of her performance. Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu, Senate President Chris Kapanga, and Assembly Speaker Robin Vos also admitted Wolf's decision to stay in office since her term expired on July 1st is lawful. Governor Evers is directing millions of federal dollars to continue a pandemic-era child care program. Evers announced he will use $170 million from the Federal Emergency Management Agency pandemic response operations to keep child care counts running. Funding for that program was set to end in January 2024. The new money will keep it going until June 2025. While State Senator Brad Pfaff is excited to see further investment into the program, he knows it's a temporary solution. He says now is the time for the legislature to come together and take some meaningful action on child care.
We can't just kick this down the road forever. We actually have to be able to come together and find common ground. If you're listening to the people here in Western Wisconsin, you are hearing that child care is so very, very important. It's time the legislature gets busy.
Child Care Counts gives child care providers money to help retain staffs as well as cover curriculum, utility, and rent costs. In his release, Governor Evers says since 2020, the program has allowed providers to continue care for more than 113,000 kids. People across the Coulee region flocked to Viterbo University tonight to hear the president's own United States Marine Band. The group stopped by as part of their annual tour. The band was established by an act of Congress in 1798. At 225 years old, the group is the oldest continuously active professional music organization in America. Their main goal is to provide music for the President of the United States. It's an annual tradition for the band to tour throughout the month of October. In 31 days, the band plays 29 concerts. The director says the tour is a fun change of pace for the group.
We have so much fun getting out away from Washington, out into these communities, performing for thousands of people every night. Every night feels like a special event. It's truly one of the most motivating things that we do all year, whether in Washington or anywhere else.
The director estimates that they play music at the White House over 300 times a year. All members are active duty Marines, but their contracts have them permanently stationed in D.C. Well, the holiday train is making its way back to the Coulee region. The train will be in the La Crosse area on December 5th. Known for its brightly decorated cars and professional live music concerts, the train begins its 2023 tour on November 20th. The tour aims to raise money and awareness for food banks. It also makes a donation to a local food shelf at each of its stops. For more details on where and when it will be stopping throughout the Coulee region, head to our website, news8000.com. Coming up, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. One local woman shares her experience with battling the disease.
Dear first place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places. With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
For over 6 decades, Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland has made wishes come true for everyone. Now through Wednesday, we're celebrating with great gifts at great prices throughout the store. Like these personal care holiday gift sets starting at $9.99. Half off this 4-piece cast iron skillet set. And Bluey talking plush toys or convertible play sets just $17.99. Plus, donate new unwrapped toys to Kids Helping Kids and we'll match gifts up to $250,000. Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, where wishes come true for everyone.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Dear First Place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. According to the American Cancer Society, only a small number of women younger than 45 are diagnosed with breast cancer. An Onalaska woman is one of them. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story.
Allison Harris was outside gardening one day when she knew something wasn't right.
I just happened to reach for a tool that was just a little farther out of the way. So then that meant that like my arm pressed into my left breast in a way that it normally wouldn't have in any other activity. And I just thought, wow, ouch, that's different.
Harris was diagnosed with breast cancer in July, but she found the lump before her diagnosis.
When I first found the lump, I found it on myself during a self-check, and it was pretty scary because you hear all these stories about breast cancer and you never think about what is going to happen to me.
According to the American Cancer Society, breast cancer is the second most leading cause of death in women. It brought Harris back to a familiar place. Not only is she a patient at Gunderson, she works there too. Harris is the health system's medical media manager. When she needed help, she was confident her employer would guide her through the journey.
Once we landed on a diagnosis, my providers at Gunderson, my care team, have been really great about putting together the plan, and the plan is 6 months of chemotherapy, and right now I've just crossed the halfway point of that.
No matter how challenging breast cancer gets, Harris is staying strong.
Something important that I tell myself all the time during this journey is that it's all temporary.
She's also not hiding her illness.
My skin breaks out, my face is puffy, but I want people to see me, because this is what cancer treatment looks like.
Most importantly, she's not giving up and has taken extra measures to make sure the disease is gone for good.
After chemotherapy is finished in late January, I'm going to have a double mastectomy and reconstructive surgery.
Harris also encourages everyone to do self-breast exams. She says if she waited until 40 for her first mammogram, the age women are recommended to start getting one. She thinks her cancer would have been a lot worse. Still ahead, for anyone thinking of dressing up as a flapper for Halloween, this story's for you. And one local library partied like it was 1920 at their 20s themed jazz night.
And we're within probably a week of peak for the fall foliage. I'll break down when the rain comes. If we got any wind, it'll cause the viewing not to be so great, along with the 60-degree weather coming. All that coming up after the break.
Get 50% off lists during the big fall home sale at Slumberland Furniture and one of our best finance sales of the year. Pay no interest for 3 years. Get this stylish sectional for just $7.99. Up to 50% off, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Hi, this is Mike from Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln. So a lot has changed in the Lincoln world. We're the last luxury vehicle available in Winona County. And now we've picked up the La Crosse market as well because they no longer have a Lincoln dealer. So we're proud to pick up that area. We've been selling Lincoln since 1977. We have a full line service department that can take care of all your Lincoln needs. We sell and service the entire lineup. See us. We're on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln, Winona.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
Called GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
There's something for everyone at Norske Dahlens Ghoulies and the Coolies, October 26th through the 28th. Pumpkin carving, family-friendly trick-or-treating, and a new ghost and toast event. Go to norskadalen.org for full schedule of the events. The UWL Planetarium presents Album Encounters, 8 p.m. Friday nights. Experience a multimedia light and laser show set to rock music.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now get a new 2023 Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Get 50% off lists during the Big Fall Mattress Sale at Slumberland. Incredible deals like a twin mattress for just $99, or our own private brand Slumbercrest as low as $299, plus Sealy Posturepedic mattresses marked way down, only at Slumberland.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, it was a roaring night out at the Holman Library this evening. The Holman Library hosted a 1920s jazz night that was open to the public. The night featured a 1920s dress-up contest, mocktails, blackjack, and even 20s-style dance lessons. Rebecca Waschek, the Adult Services librarian at Holman, says this was a night for sparking people's imaginations.
I am excited to see people have fun and walk into another part of time and learn something, and also just to be imaginative themselves.
Guests had the chance to win prizes like candy bars from the 1920s and movie tickets that were donated by Rivoli Theater. The La Crosse County Library System technically started in 1923, which is why they decided on a 1920s theme to celebrate. Now let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart for our weather forecasts.
Yeah, we're looking basically at some colder temperatures we've had for most of the month so far, except the far beginning where we're well above average. Kind of distant memory now since we've been below. But really for the next week, really, we're pretty much going to be a typical October temperatures. Not above average too much or below, kind of where we should be. So that's what we're looking for temperature outlook. Precipitation, we do have dry through Tuesday. The next system coming that's going to impact the area should be Wednesday, Thursday, could extend into Friday. Right now the weekend does look dry for the most part. For temperature wise, we're going to hit the 60s, which it's about where we should be this time of year, low 60s for Tuesday and Wednesday. 50s pretty much through the weekend. We may pop 60 early next week. We got another system basically about a week from now too, so before that we might get 60 again. Overall tonight it's going to be really just low clouds or fog depending on where you are. I think La Crosse area more of the low clouds as you wake up. Further north of Eau Claire, probably more of a dense fog could happen. A lot of that will expand all the way to the morning commute. We'll see some improvement as we go through about 9 or 10. I think definitely by noon we'll start seeing mostly just cloud cover. This is just high cloud cover, and we'll see winds out of the southwest anticipated of that system coming towards tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. We're starting to get more clouds. They'll start thickening up. That system does approach towards the morning. Some of this might give a sprinkle, but I think a lot of that will just not actually hit the ground. Maybe towards Ladysmith, towards early Wednesday morning, you might see a little light shower come through. This is just the start of it overall. For visibility, once again, it's really going to be the Eau Claire area up to the north. I think you'll see a lot of visibility. Otherwise, areas to the south will probably just see low clouds, but once again, keep in mind that'll be for your morning commute. Otherwise, here's the system that we're watching here. It's digging south tomorrow. There's the low you can see wrapped up over in North Dakota. It'll dig south towards southern Minnesota. We'll get showers come through for Wednesday. Then it heads south, and then we kind of break, but then we'll have off and on showers as the moisture begins to wrap around. That'll be for Thursday too. So once again, scattered showers, but not an all-day rain event, and basically these mounts will be fairly light as we go through Thursday, even into Friday. As we look at the weekend, once again, here's that Friday little system comes down. I think that'll stay north, but that could be something. And then for Saturday into Sunday, little systems come through, but most of the storm track stays just to our northeast. So although we'll have a wind shift probably on Sunday, I think cloud cover, any type of rain will stay to the north. So overall, I do think it's going to be a dry weekend, but with that north wind, it'll still keep our temperatures in the 50s probably, but once again, not too far below what we should be seeing. Overall, we see tonight, once again, fog or low clouds, something to deal with. You might have some dense fog from the low 30s all the way up to around 40 as we look through. Tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures once again get into the mid 60s in some areas, plenty of sunshine once that fog burns out. That's a good story. We're going to see that continue on Wednesday. Unfortunately, we're going to see the rain showers come back in for Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe into Friday. And once again, this is nothing like the system we saw last time, which was a good gully washer, as we said. This is more just, light rain that we'll have with it. So overall, it's not too bad. But
hit me with another one, not gully washer.
I don't know.
Another one.
Frog strangler, I think that was one.
Frog strangler. Who's heard of this before?
There's a bunch of names. But we'll have rain for National Ken Day on Wednesday.
Oh,
so
that's right. That's
Ken's
Ken's
out
special
there.
day. He's not here
His
today,
special
but
day
he
will be
will be
Wednesday.
here for Ken's National Ken Day. All right, thank you, Greg. Coming up in sports, the high school football playoffs kick off Friday night. Level 1 begins for a lot of our area teams here in the Coulee region. 13 of them will be at home this Friday night. Rob's going to break it down next.
At All Auto, buy 3 tires at our everyday low price and get the 4th for free. Plus, you'll still get any manufacturer rebates. If you can find a better deal anywhere, we'll match it. But we'll be surprised if you do. Learn more at dollauto.com. Simple.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
The service departments at the Doll Auto Group are staffed by the most experienced team in the region. Whether you're buying a used car they've inspected or driving home one they've serviced, you can trust their work for years to come. Doll Auto, simple.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It's hard to believe the Wisconsin high school football regular season's already over, but now the real fun begins. Level 1 kicks off in just 4 days. We have a ton of teams in our area that are going to get a chance to compete for a state title. We'll start the show, though, highlighting the teams who'll be at home on Friday night for their Level 1 matchups. Let's start in D2. Riverhawks wrapped up the regular season by keeping the arc at Central High. Big win over rival Logan puts the Riverhawks at 8-1 on the season. They get a 4 seed in Division 2. They'll be at home Friday night taking on DeForest. In Division 3, a big-time MVC presence will be on display Friday night. The Tacoma Timberwolves made a statement in Week 9, a 38-13 victory over rival Onalaska. T-Wolves will be at home hosting Baraboo. As for the Hilltoppers, they get a home game as well. They'll take on Rhinelander Friday. How about those Spartans? They'll be home in Level 1 as well. They get to clash with Lakeland. In Division 4, West Salem finishes the year 6-3. Panthers get a 4 seed. They'll be at home hosting Adams Friendship. In Division 5, the back-to-back state champs will be looking for a three-peat as top-seeded Aquinas begins its playoff run against New Glarus Monticello. Blue Golds could run into their conference rivals in Level 2, though Westby gets the 4 seed. Norseman will take on Watertown Luther Prep, and Prairie du Chien gets a 2 seed. Blackhawks will battle Clinton. In D6, Luther gets a home game. Knights will clash with Coleman. And finally, in D7, this bracket is loaded. Top-seeded Cashton begins its playoff run at home against Blair Taylor. Undefeated Dairyland Conference champs Pepin Alma gets the 2 seed. Eagles will be at home hosting Melrose Mindoro. And Bangor's right behind them. Cardinals are the 3. They'll welcome in Royal. Cochrane Fountain City will be on the road taking on New Lisbon. A jam-packed Level 1 just 4 days away from a playoff edition of the Friday Night Frenzy. But that's Friday. The high school volleyball postseason begins tomorrow night. We have a lot of area teams going head-to-head to open up the first round of regional action. In Division II, Logan is at home hosting Mauston. Number 2 seed West Salem is looking to get back to the state tournament. Panthers are at home taking on Black River Falls. In Division III, Aquinas is a 2 seed. Blue Golds will clash with Melman, and the Norsemen get the 3 seed. Westby will take on conference rival Luther to kick off the playoffs. Should be a fun Tuesday night of postseason action. Want to give a big shout out to Aquinas' Danica Silcox, the senior, putting on a show this season. Caps it off with a 3rd place finish in the individual state tournament this past weekend in Madison. Next up for the Blue Golds, the team state tournament. Aquinas gets the 4 seed in D2. It's the Blue Golds' first appearance at the state tournament since 2006. It's the 5th time overall in school history. Well, if this was a sign of things to come, then Bucks fans are going to have a lot to cheer about this season. The newest Buck making his debut for Milwaukee last night in LA. It was a good one. Damian Lillard scoring 14 points in just 22 minutes on Sunday. Didn't shoot particularly well from the field, though, just 3 of 10 on the night. But after the game, Lillard said he felt comfortable. Also pointed out that sharing the floor with another superstar is something he hasn't got the chance to do so far in his career. He says he's going to enjoy it moving forward.
Having another guy out there that's just dominant, you know, like he can dominate a game and win you a game. So, you know, we come out first play of the game, first couple plays, and they blitz me. You know, they trap me, and the guy that I'm releasing the ball to is Giannis. So I'm just like, we can do this all night. I think it's just everybody enjoys it because we all will benefit from each other being on the floor.
Bucks continue their preseason tomorrow on the road in OKC. Milwaukee's regular season opener will be a week from this Thursday at home against Philadelphia. And the sports expert to my left, she's been right. She's been right about the postseason so far, especially in baseball, but her Astros,
they're not doing too well the past 2 nights, no.
They're not a good team at home, surprisingly. They're much better on the road, but the tough part for that is that the Rangers are really good at home. So,
right.
But they're going to have a lot of fans. It's only a short drive. How far is Houston from Arlington?
That's about 4 hours.
That's a little more than a short drive.
It's the same state.
Sure, they're in the same state, but yes.
But I'm looking forward to NBA season starting.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I love basketball. I'll have more to share when we get into that season, hopefully.
I don't doubt it.
We'll see you guys after this.
Be a part of something bigger than yourself. Join a community who will support you with your health and wellness goals. Make new friends. Discover new ways to be active and belong. Join the Y today. The Y for a better us.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now get a new 2023 Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Once you pick up an Arby's cheesesteak, it's gonna be tough to set that thing back down. Hey, put it back. The commercial is not over. Arby's, we have the meats.
For over 6 decades, Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland has made wishes come true for everyone. Now through Wednesday, we're celebrating with great gifts at great prices throughout the store. Like women's Alfred Dunner fashion collections, half price. Half off a Presto Pizza Pizzazz, $44.99. And this Fisher-Price tractor gift set, $29.99. Rewards members save an extra $3. Plus, donate new unwrapped toys to Kids Helping Kids and we'll match gifts up to $250,000. Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, where wishes come true for everyone.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them, because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Become a better you with the help and support of a personal trainer. Our team at The Y will work with you to meet your goals in a supportive and encouraging environment. You can be stronger and living better through the help of The Y. The Y, for a better us.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
An Iowa man in need of a new kidney is feeling grateful after finding a donor match. It comes just 3 months after putting out the call for help.
This is the moment, while unwrapping a gift for his 5-month-old daughter, that Andrew Siason would soon learn the real gift was meant for him.
What's it say? I'm gonna get a kidney.
A life-changing moment for the Siason family.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thanks to his friend's fiance, Lainey Fox, who found out she was a match for Andrew's kidney transplant.
Knew his story, and my fiance Dennis had tried to donate and didn't qualify.
Andrew is well known in Norwalk as the owner of Wynn's Pizza, a family man and someone who loves to help others. However, he has a life-threatening kidney disease. So back in July, he put out a call for help.
I read his post and I could tell he wasn't doing well.
Which led Lainey to step up. Her desire to be Andrew's donor stemming from losing her father to kidney failure.
The first thing I asked was, can I donate my kidney to him? But he was too sick.
But Andrew isn't too sick. And now the life-saving transplant can happen thanks to Lainey.
She did all this testing, being a mother as well, and finding time to do all that. That just really is incredible.
Andrew, who's always the one giving, this time finds himself on the receiving end, and not just from Lainey.
The community got together and they've known the story as well, and they wanted to do something for us.
But also the Norwalk Knights of Columbus, who plan on hosting a fundraiser to help Andrew with the medical costs.
I'm still in just shock, and just there's so many great people out there like Lainey, and it's really special. I couldn't be more grateful.
Love to see stories like that. We'll have another check on your forecast after this.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Menards will help you stack up big savings when insulating your home. Plus, save 11% on all insulation. A properly insulated home can save you money on your utility bill, all while increasing your family's comfort. Plus, stack on the savings and save more money with additional federal tax credits on qualifying energy efficiency home improvement purchases. Get a roll of R13 Craft paper-faced insulation for $12.10 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
If you're a young person and you haven't already buried yourself in debt, I've got good news for you. I can teach you how to fund your kids' college education without going anywhere near a student loan and help you retire as a millionaire. If you're interested, give me a call. If you're skeptical, give me a call. One guarantee, I will try to sell you nothing.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet of Chippewa Falls grand reopening event this Thursday through Saturday. Join us for huge store-wide savings in every department. Enter daily for your chance to win over $10,000 worth of gift cards and prizes, and catch daily on-site demos with brand experts from Milwaukee, DeWalt, Steel, Hobart Welding, Royal Purple, Kent Feeds, and Stryker Ice Fishing. Not to mention renowned horse trainer Ray Ainsworth. Don't miss Blaine's Farm and Fleet of Chippewa Falls grand reopening event starting this Thursday.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Yeah, once again, we're going to have some dense fog, potentially in some areas to wake up for your morning commute. By the time we get to about noon, everything should be clearing out and just some clouds in the afternoon. Evening commute should be no problems. We do have rain in the forecast coming Wednesday. We get up to the 60s the next couple days, about where we should be, and then we cool back down for Friday and beyond. The weekend right now does look dry, but about in the upper 50s, and then keeping an eye more towards next week, because that system Tuesday, Wednesday coming next week does look a little bit more potent.
Okay.
So.
I see that we keep transitioning from the new model vehicle to the old model vehicle. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us at News 8 Now. We'll see you tomorrow.